Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we're going to be talking about our latest build, which is a 300Sl Roadster. It's the second one we've ever done, and it's probably going to be the last one we ever do. I think they're probably 10 times tougher to create than a Gullwing is. There's just so much trim and so many pieces to that car that, you know, it seems like a Gullwing would be more difficult, but in this case it actually isn't. The Roadsters are really, really hard to do. And the client is a very special guy who is into airplanes. He's got a lot of post-war airplanes, and one of them got Best of Show. So he's he's really into details, and we want to really make sure that this project hits home when he finally sees it. We're about 2 days away from delivering the car, and I'm very, very excited. At first, it didn't look like much, but in the last 2 months or so, this car has really become something very special and something I can be very proud of, and I know the rest of the team can be very proud of. One of the challenges with a 300Sl Roadster is finding a body that looks like an original, and we had to find one in Spain, and it took months and months and months to get it here, and we finally got it here, and then we ended up finding a good donor car. We found an SLK32 with, I think, 16,000 miles on it, which is the lowest mileage one I've ever seen, and it turned out to be a perfect car. Sometimes you buy these cars from across the country, you don't really know what you're going to get, but this one was everything they said and then more, and then some. So I'm very excited with the way the project has gone, and now the world gets to see it. One of the things that we did different on this car, and if you guys have watched previous episodes, you'll know that every car is unique. Every car is bespoke. No two are the same, and this car is definitely no exception. One of the things that my brother's been wanting to use for a long time is engine spun aluminum. It's something that you see in airplanes. It's something that you see in very high-end builds of like Fiskars, cars like that. And it's something we've been wanting to use for a long time. It's just not easy to get your hands on, and it's not easy to make it look right. And one of the more difficult things to do is to mix it with carbon fiber and make it all kind of work together. And I think we really hit the nail on the head with this one. So this is our first interior where we got to use the engine spun aluminum, and I think it came out phenomenal. I mean, you guys can be the judge of that, but I think it looks great. I believe the client will really like what we did with it, how we kind of mixed the two together. So originally it was supposed to be a white on orange car, but throughout the process, client decided to go with more of a peanut butter interior. So it's a white with peanut butter interior. I think it's a perfect combination. It's very classy. It's everything he wanted, but more. So the engine spun came out beautiful. The carbon work that Mo did on this car, second to none. I mean, we made a custom diffuser for it, one-off. We made a nice front lip for it, and it all just kind of flows really, really well. The other thing that stands out for me is the wheel choice on this car. Of course, they went with HREs. As you guys have probably noticed, we always use HREs. I think they're just the best in the business. One of my favorite wheels from them is the one they used to put out on F40s back in the day. It's a five spoke, beautiful wheel. You guys will recognize it when you see it. And we finally got our hands on a set, and we thought no better car to use them on than this very special Roadster we've been building for a while. So the wheels, I think, came out phenomenal. Shout out to HRE. You guys do a really good job with the wheels, and we appreciate always using you guys and collaborating on different projects. But ultimately, the car itself, I think, is everything I wanted it to be, and then some. So I'm hoping the client feels the same way. And we incorporated some of his hobby into the car. So in the trunk of the car is a P-51 Mustang, which is one of the planes that he actually owns. He's very proud of. We made bought a nice model car, and we incorporated it into the actual build. And one of the other things that stand out on this particular car is, my brother's a creative guy. Every time we make a car, something's always different. And one of the things that also stand out for me is under the hood. Under the hood, we generally use leather on every single car we've done to date. But in this case, he wanted to do something different. And what he ended up doing is he took pictures of the build process. And it's been a long build process. This car, like I said, it wasn't easy. But he took pictures of the build process. We put it on vinyl, and we put it underneath the hood. So anytime you pop the hood, you'll be able to see who actually worked on this car, the process, and you know, how it got to where it's at now. Also, since it's a Roadster, we had to use an SLK32. We didn't have a choice. So the SLK32 is the identical wheelbase to a Roadster, and there's no real way to manipulate any of that. So we had to use an SLK32. So since we did, we went all out on the engine bay. The engine bay came out really nice. Mo did a fantastic job with the engine bay. We chromed a lot of the pipes that we don't normally chrome, and I think they came out really, really nice. So you guys will be able to see that. And all in all, I want to thank the client, number one, for giving us the opportunity. Turns out to be a really nice guy, and I'm glad we met him. I want to thank the staff for, you know, doing so much work on this car and putting, you know, all their effort into, you know, working as a team and getting this car done. And this last home stretch has been amazing. I mean, I think we really knocked it out of the park and really put all the eggs in that basket. And finally, it's something we can be proud of and hand deliver to that customer. As some of you know, the person behind all this is an artist, and artists think different. You know, it's hard for them to pass their work on to someone else unless they're completely happy with it. And I think he's finally completely happy with it. So congratulations to the owner. Congratulations to the staff for doing a great job. And we'll see you guys on the next one.